let's get into the first topic, though, because we
All
have
right.
quite a few, Mike, and we'll start with you because you're a big DC guy. Got a lot of stuff going on with the actual James Gunn talking more stuff. He's talking about the Batman Part 2 this time, and
Okay.
here is this said story. Gunn is talking about the Batman Part 2, and here are the villain rumors. Here we go. So, DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn confirmed today that he's recording director's commentary for the home release of his Superman film, which is expected to arrive on digital sometime later this month. The filmmaker posted the update on Threads, where he also took the time to address some other reports, as he does every day. He confirmed casting for the Brave and the Bold has not taken place, not unexpectedly, and so it's likely the character won't be showing up in next year's Clayface film. He said there's really no new updates. I mean, we're working on a script. We have a screenwriter who's hammering away at it. I'm very involved. And so, we'll see what happens next. I wish I had more news for you. Excuse me.
Easy, Jesus.
No. I wish I had more news for you, but I don't. More pertinent is that Gunn also addressed surprisingly persistent rumors that Hush is going to serve the main villain of Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2. Talking about speculation regarding the movie, he says, anything you've heard about the movie is made up or a guess. No one in the world knows anything about the concept for the story except 4 people. When asked about Hush directly, he added, everything you've heard is a total guess or makeup. Production of the Batman Part 2 is expected to begin in October 1st, 2027. This comment was talked about quite a lot on the internet. Anything that you hear is made up. And some people push back on that. And I would say, rumors happen a lot of times because there's leaks and stuff too. And it's not just people making up. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, that people don't make things up. But Roxy, isn't it possible that somebody got a hold of the script and leaked it? Like, not everything is made up. There's people who get legitimate scoops. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Just the fact that it is physically possible.
Right.
Sure. That's not what I think happened, but you're asking, is it physically possible? Yeah.
So what do you make of these comments by Gunn?
Well, it's like, even if you think about the rumors about the days of the week for Superman, right? We all heard that. And I think those were more than, you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What? No. What is it?
Days of the week that the Superman movie was going to be set up with like a day of the week structure, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is ultimately not what we ended up seeing, right? But that was a big leak that's how the movie was going to be structured. And there was validity to that because at one point, seemingly based on just me watching the movie, that's clearly how it was structured. And then they eliminated the days of the week and switched things around a little bit. But there was validity to it. But just because something was once maybe structured that way during a leak doesn't mean that that's ultimately what's going to be what we see. So even if there is a leak, when you are this early on and you're pre-production, it's not even necessarily relevant because things might be completely scrapped. So I think that what Gunn is saying is like, stop listening to people who don't know what they're talking about.
Fair enough. Mike, what do you think about this? Let's start to rave. About Trade Coffee. You know how much I love Trade Coffee. So cold brew, you drink it year round. And the problem is you rely on grocery store concentrate on $6 cafe runs, mostly out of what, to me, I always thought it was convenience. But when Trade came, come on. Cold brew at home, it's easy. And it tastes way better, and it costs less than buying out. Doesn't matter if it's summer travel, weddings, weekends. My routine, I've talked about it. It's all over the place. But my cold brew ritual, that is the only thing that I won't skip. Thanks to Trade. They have the cold brew beans. They're smooth. They're easy to prep, whether you're brewing ahead for the week, filling my tumbler to take on the road. I can skip deliveries when I'm away. Trade is the #1 coffee destination for the U.S., both hot and cold coffee drinkers. They've sourced the best beans from the top roasters around the U.S., and now they have a special cold brew collection. I mean, come on. Plus, they've teamed up with 15 roasters to create a special cold brew bean collection that ensures your cold brew at home tastes exactly how it should. It's smooth and it's delicious. Love it. When they said they were doing this, it's like, oh, please and thank you. I already love you guys. Now I love you even more. So they sent this bag that I've been doing, and my buddy was in town. I said, hey, I got cold brew. Check it out. Brett, you know Brett. Brett loves it. Limited time. Trade is going to give you 50% off a month of cold brew. 50% off. That's around 60 cups of cold brew for 50% off. But you have to go to drinktrade.com/Kristian. That is drinktrade.com/Kristian. You get 50% off 1 month of cold brew. drinktrade.com/Kristian.
I don't know if I have anything to add to what Roxy said. She summed it up very well. I think, I guess people hunger for stories and that's what they want and whatnot. But like, I mean, even during filming, like things change, and all that does is if something takes track, I think that people like, and then that's not in it. It's like, oh no, this is going to suck because they got rid of that. Well, things change,
Okay.
So,
well, what about the rumor? Do you think that there's any validity to that rumor that Hush could be the villain?
I think because they mentioned Tommy Elliott in the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. Again, this is like, I see all this all the time. It's like people want something because they want it. They don't take into context. Doesn't make any sense. If you know the character of Hush and the storyline that he's there works because of the history of Batman, and he gets all his villains riled up against him. It's like, this is Batman that fights the Riddler. We haven't had any villains. So what's the point of Hush being in this? Now, if they take it and it's a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne's that's his villain, that could work, sure. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, Rox, you know this villain fairly well. Do you think that it could work in the Matt Reeves Batman?
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely.
Do you think it should?
Yeah, I actually think that'd be a really cool way to go. I don't know about should, because I trust Matt Reeves to make the right decision on this more than I would trust me to make the right decision on this. I think he's been gearing for this 3-movie arc for a while. Right. But yeah, that would excite me for sure. But if we heard that it wasn't a Hush movie, I wouldn't be devastated. It wouldn't be like that was the only way he could have gone. There's so many unbelievable Batman villains. That
Mr. Freeze, right? Isn't that who you were talking Mr. Freeze? I think you were. Maybe I'm wrong.
I love Mr. Freeze, but I've been wanting a standalone Mr. Freeze movie for quite some time. I want like a Walk to Remember Mr. Freeze movie. It's never going to happen, but that is what I pictured. Do you guys not know what movie I just referenced?
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, Walk to Remember. Yeah, I know, it's old school, but was it? Yeah, was Keanu Reeves in that one?
No, it's Mandy Moore.
Oh, right. I know what it is.
I want like a really sad love story, Mr. Freeze origin story. It's not going to take place, but that's my dream.
You're gonna say
what?
I think you're gonna say something.
Well,
see, I was trying to give you your time.
I hear Roxy saying that, and I'm like, well, that's what Batman the Animated Series was. Heart of Ice, that one episode, that was the tragic Mr. Freeze love story. So it's like, I want to see villains we've never seen before. I'm so sick and tired. And again, I think that's why as the Batman, it's like maybe top 3 for me, but I'm like, well, we got the Riddler. Oh, there's the Joker again.
Right.
We got Catwoman.
Mr. Freeze once.
I want to see, that's why Clayface movie, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Man-Bat. I want to see Professor Pig. I want to see the Mad Hatter.
We all
want villains we've never seen before.
I'm excited.
Professor Pig's the #1 on the list for every single DC fan, I think.
So I'm not as familiar, Rox.
We've only seen him in the one show that nobody watched, which was Gotham. I watched.
Okay. What's the lore behind him? I don't know it.
He'd be looking like a pig. Okay. You mean like where's he come from? Like
what's his backstory? I don't know anything about him.
Mikey will school me on this if you want to take over, and I can chime in, Mike. But
I mean, the creepy thing is he just believes like he's got his what they call Dollatrons.
Yeah.
And they're these humans that he kind of makes over into these dolls by, manipulation and like surgery. And
it's like Texas Chainsaw kind
of. Yeah. He's just such a
leather-faced.
Yeah. And there's been different versions of him kind of toned down through like one version there was in the Beware the Batman cartoon. He was in that, but it just that he lends himself to what Reeves would want to do and just be this serial killer, like creepy body manipulation. Yeah.
All right. I'm curious.
I've been wanting to see him for a while, Kristian, because it is like a much more disgusting hands-on villain. Like less just about like using your brains and messing with somebody, and more you can see the physical, like I said, like Texas Chainsaw, the sewing of the faces, the actual body parts, like the physicalness of Professor Pig.
That'd be, I mean, Batman's villains have always had creepy villains, and especially like I was talking about yesterday with Roka about just the idea of Clayface. I'm kind of with Mike, is where I'm excited for it, because unlike we had this whole long conversation yesterday about Fantastic Four and Marvel and just kind of the state that they're in at the moment, and where DC really is set up, I think, for success, because Marvel doesn't really take the shots on like these smaller movies. You've never seen a Marvel movie go for 20-30 million dollars on a different. You've seen something along like a Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus, or whatever it might be, for that hour like special, but nothing in what they're going to be doing for DC. And I think that's pretty intriguing. I think if you're a DC fan to go, because what do you need to make? $40 million to make that movie a hit, and you get to really decide what that tone is going to be like. You can go outside the normal, you can go outside of what Superman was. I kind of like this.
Kind of like Deadpool though, Kristian.
But Deadpool was still, well, I guess Deadpool initially, even though it wasn't MCU though, it was Marvel, so initially it was small. Yeah, you're right, but it was Fox. It was Fox that did the first two, and then when Marvel got a hold of it, they made it for $180 million. So, but yes, you're right. If they could do a movie like Deadpool and go, hey, you know what, we're going to do a movie where we're going to do a $40 million movie, that might be the route to go outside of Avengers, obviously. But if they're going to do some X-Men movies, that's what they should do, because the big budget things, man, not working out for them this year. I'll tell you that.
What is the update on the box office for our two big superhero movies right now? They both made their money back at this point.
I don't think Fantastic Four has necessarily, but I think that Superman definitely, Superman's like 550, so it might get close to that 600 range, what we were talking about, Rox, and I think that's probably where it's going to tap out. I think Fantastic Four needs to make just around 500 in order to break even. I don't think we're even close to there yet. I think we're only like in the 3 range. Could be wrong, but I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, neither of them performed as well as I thought that either of them would.
Yeah, I think it's just we covered it to death yesterday, but it's just a matter of like, there's so many different factors. And I'll talk about. I had a conversation with the publicist last night for Disney when I was talking about Freakier Friday, and I had questions about that release of that movie in general, but we'll discuss that in just a sec. I want to get the audience's thoughts on this DC news. Who do you think the villain should be? Should they have that particular hush? If you're a fan of it for the Batman 2, let Matt Reeves do his thing. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.